The new iPhone 15 was just recently announced, and a lot of us can't wait to get our hands on this new magical device by spending our hard-earned money. You see, it will cost you at least a lakh or maybe even more, depending on the model that you choose to buy. Should you really be getting the new iPhone 15? See, I make videos on personal finance and growth, so I'm going to be talking to you from that standpoint and really telling you whether you should be making this buying decision or not. So the mobile phone industry has come a long way over the years, right? We've seen innovations that have been improving this technology by leaps and bounds. And the mobile phones that you and I hold in our hands these days are a testament to all the innovation that we've seen in this industry. But in the recent years, some of these mobile companies seem to be selling us features and upgrades with a new version of their phone that we may not necessarily need or we may not necessarily miss. For example, a faster processor or a brighter display or using a different material to make the phone. Maybe putting a slightly better camera on it or maybe making the edges a little more curved. These are some of the new upgrades that were announced as part of the new announcement of the iPhone 15. But come to think of it, are these upgrades really worth 1 lakh rupees? You see, whenever we buy a mobile phone, we're not just spending money to buy the phone, we're also funding the innovation that we're seeing in this industry over the last few years. And some of the good innovations were when we went from a wired telephone to a wireless mobile phone, or from a basic Nokia phone to a smartphone that can access the internet, or when they put the camera on the phone, or the iPod so that we can listen to songs, or the Touch ID and Face ID to improve the security on our phones. See, the list is long, and I can go on and on about innovations that really changed the face of this whole industry over the last few years. But the upgrades that were just recently announced don't seem as innovative as some of these old innovations were, don't seem as next generation as you would like. So, should you be really buying this new iPhone 15? Now, according to me, there are 3 things that you should consider and then make a decision on whether you want to buy this phone or not. The first thing, and I think this is the most important thing, is if you've got 1 lakh rupees to spare. See, if you've got a lakh lying around doing nothing, for example, and you don't really need it for anything else, then why not go ahead and get the new iPhone if it's really something that you like. It will be a matter of pride for you amongst your friends, colleagues, and families, and you won't really miss that money that much. So if you've got a lakh, go ahead and get the new phone. The second thing that I'd recommend you should consider is that if you've got an old beat-up phone that hardly works or is giving you some problems, and you've been thinking of upgrading that phone. Now, if that's the case, I would also recommend you to go look at the older iPhones, like iPhone 12 and onwards. These phones are completely capable phones by just themselves. So it's not like you're going to miss the latest display on the iPhone 15 if you were to get the iPhone 12 if you're upgrading, let's say, from an old beat-up phone. And moreover, it's going to probably cost you half or maybe less than half of what it would cost you to get the new iPhone 15. And the third thing to consider is that if you're going to use this purchase as an investment, and I'll give you an example. So I shoot all my videos for YouTube on my iPhone, and I've got an old iPhone 12. Now, I'm starting to get more and more serious about this whole YouTube thing, and I hope to make it big, And so I'm thinking of investing into a better camera. Now, I obviously can't afford a standalone camera that costs 4 or 5 lakhs, at least not yet. So I'd like to get a newer iPhone 15 Pro Max that has a better camera so that my video quality is improved and so that I can make better videos for you guys. But with this, I'm obviously hoping that I get some return on this investment, right? So if you're looking to make this purchase as an investment, maybe you're not a YouTuber, maybe you're a photographer, you like the iPhone camera, someone who makes content on other platforms such as Instagram maybe. And if you're going to use this as an investment, remember to have a plan. Remember to understand when you will break even and get return on that investment. And obviously, that means that all of the other features that come along with the phone are going to be an added bonus or benefit for you. So think about it and let me know what you feel. Would you really be buying this new iPhone 15 given that the upgrades are not as incremental as we would like. And what, according to you, should be the next big thing, the next big innovation in this mobile industry that we should be seeing? After which, we wouldn't really mind spending 1 lakh rupees in buying the latest technology. Alright, so I make videos on personal finance and personal growth. So if you like this kind of content, please like and please subscribe. And I always keep saying, race only against yourself, because then you will always win. See you in the next video.